They're calling your name. They're feeling your game. This is your moment. So stand up and shine. This is your moment. Oh yeah. This is your moment. This is your time. Take that chance. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. What a feeling.
What I want us to do this morning is to take the hot seat one by one and analyze yourself from your first performance up to date, you know, the journey so far, and talk about your best performance and your worst performance and why as well. Okay. All right. So, I'm done with you.
I'm so glad we have this opportunity this morning. I want to start by saying it has been a wonderful experience so far. And I'm awfully excited that I'm still here. If I want to talk about my worst performance, I would say it would be, well, it was Park Pullover. And it was only obvious. I forgot my routine and I wasn't into the song. I didn't put myself into the song as much as I should have, especially during the day of performance. My best performance would be last week's performance, solely because I realized once you ask God to come with you to that stage, you're not going to be alone. Yes, and I'm definitely privileged to be here. All right, thank you.
For me, Project Fame has really been a huge blessing for me. All right, my worst performance, that's gonna be You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson. What really happened was because I think I was a little bit afraid about the song. I wasn't used to the stage, so I didn't do my best at all. So I think it was my worst performance. My best performance is gonna be Pakurumo by Wizkid. Yeah, Pakurumo by Wizkid, because I feel that is my comfort zone. I can do it effortlessly because I really felt it was my comfort zone and putting more work into it. Thank you very much for this platform. Thank you.
I'll start by saying that Project Fame for me has been an amazing race for me. For me, my worst performance will be Numb. Numb, why? Because it was a song that I could have easily aced for me. But then I went on stage and I made a big mess of it. I can't imagine how I looked on that stage. And my best performance was another rock song still, This Love, for me, because it was different from everybody's type of song. And I felt like, God, what's this? Why have they given me a theme that is different from everyone else's theme? And then that theme made me stand out still. God bless you guys.
Okay, I'll say Project Fame has been a journey for me. About my worst performance, I'll say my worst performance is the Luther Vandross song, Always and Forever. Always and Forever because, trust me, I had no idea what I was doing on that stage. No idea whatsoever. Articulation was so wrong. My attack to the song was so bad. Like, I was just literally eating up the song and vomiting it out again and lighting fire to it and burying it and picking it up again and eating it up again. I would say my best performance would be the Reggae Night. And the Reggae Night because by that time that I had gone through all these weeks, I had learned a lot. I just put it together and poured it all on that stage. Peace. Thank you.
tell me something about this clapping. Is this your tradition? Thank you, Debbie. So go ahead and sing.
Okay. For all those moments that we've been together, those that felt they were supposed to last forever, they sharply fall, diminishing into the litter. I pray you find someone who surely loves you better. For all those moments that we've been together, those that felt they were supposed to last forever, they sharply fall, diminishing into the litter. I pray you find love. But I no go holla, 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 holla. I no go para, 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 para. I go just stay waka, they look, they go waka, waka.
You know what, Daniela?
Yeah.
Have you had an experience? Any experience that you cannot forget easily? Or maybe not necessarily you, but I want to hear the character in the song say it. I need to connect with you. I need to connect with you. So you can share a chorus with us.
Okay. I go just stay waka, they look, they go waka, waka.
So can I ask you a question? How come all of a sudden you're singing it with so much, what's it called?
Mommy Jane.
Hi, Kobas.
Hello,
Sorry
man.
to butt into your class. I was listening. There's a pain that Daniela has that she's not using for this song. Please sit down. If you use that particular experience, you will be speaking to so many women. So many women would really share in that pain, and it will be healing for you as well. If you don't write from your core, which is what Kobams has been telling you. Yeah? Okay. That's it. I'll keep quiet.
There you have it.
I'll probably just sit in for a little bit, and then I'll leave out somewhere.
So, Daniela.
Yes, sir.
See, I'm not the only one observing. I'll say step back for now. You go take a seat, and then we'll chat when we're done with this exercise. So, who else wants to go? Clement.
I'm at my waist.
See you later. I don't think I need to come here. All right, everybody.
All right.
Come on.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Girl, I open my heart out to you just to show you love that is true. I mean no disrespect, my girl, but your love feels like a spell. Like a Spanish guitar, you play with me on and on. Girl, you have no heart, just look at what you've done. You took my heart, put it in your palms, and you turned it to dust. I see under a charm. Hey girl, tell me what's happening to me. Tell me no lie, 'cause my pain is at its peak. You never left me, I was leaving just by a dream. Oh girl, you broke me, you stabbed me, and now there's blood gushing right out my fragile heart.
Oh man, you must have watched Telemundo or listened to a lot of listened to or read a lot of M&B classics or something. Let's look at the lines, for instance. What does it start with? Girl, what?
Girl, I opened all my heart to you.
Girl, I opened
All my heart to you.
opened all my heart. Then let's go on.
Like a Spanish guitar, you play me on and on. Hello. Hello.
What are you doing?
Hello.
Why are you all standing? You don't usually stand like this when I'm in your class. Okay. You know, I never miss your class, Cobams.
Oh wow.
So guys, I'm a contestant today.
Yes.
Sit down, everybody. Clement, why didn't you stand up? What kind of something is that?
That's like asking me why didn't I look at you?
No, Cobams, you know you can see. You're just lying.
So, Mr. Clement,
Yes, sir.
sing the song. Just sing it, and we'll try to set it to melody as we go along. One.
Girl, I opened up my heart just to show you true love. I mean no disrespect, my girl, but your love feels like hell.
You know what I mean? So can you feel the emotion in what you're singing and what you're saying? You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
The notes.
Something just came. Sorry, I'm so sorry. But your love, did he come down? Feels like hell.
Yes.
Couldn't he have gone up? But your love feels like hell.
Yes. And literally cry it because
Yeah.
you're feeling your love feels like hell. You know what I mean?
Because it's
That
hell.
is fantastic. Yes, because hell isn't, you know.
Hell is not hell. It's hell.
Yes. And guess what I hear? Guess what I hear right now? I hear the end of your song. Where you go, now I have to wake up, brace up to the pain in my steel. And that's where your fans start to go, exactly. So you've got to be able to picture all that stuff.
Okay.
So guys, I almost forgot that we're done. Now I remember. So
Thank you.
it was nice hanging out and making music. We should do this again. You guys.
We should, yeah.
That's for Missy Gay. That's for Missy Gay right there. That's for Missy Gay.
Thank you.
Project Fame. What a feeling. Project Fame. Project Fame. Can you see the lights flash? Can you hear the crowd roar? They're calling your name. They're feeling your game. This is your moment. So stand up and shine. This is your moment. Oh yeah. Project Fame. This is your moment. This is your time. Take that chance. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. What a feeling.
They don't be every single body. One leg.
Good evening. Good evening, Ellie. Nice to meet you. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Sorry for the delay. Good evening. How are you doing? Good evening. How are you doing? Well, have a seat. Have a seat. It's a pleasure to be here. We have a very serious topic that we're going to be discussing this evening: values and integrity. And I don't know how many of you know about Leap Africa or have heard about Leap Africa. It's a non-profit that stands for Leadership, Effectiveness, Accountability, and Professionalism. And I started it about 13 years ago. And since then, I've started quite a few other organizations. I'm an entrepreneur. So I have a food company that I co-founded with my husband called Ace Foods. We process food sourced locally for the local market. And then we have a company called Sahel Capital. So I wear many hats. But today I'm going to be talking about values. You don't have to take notes because I want you to listen and engage. We're going to be having a lot of healthy discussions and debates about this issue on values. We'll talk about values, integrity, ethics, and how they all fit together. How you become a person of integrity. So values. Values are important beliefs and desires that shape our attitudes and motivate action. And I think at your age, this is an important time to figure out what those values are. And it's even more important to figure it out before you leave this house, because you're going to be meeting a different world out there than when you started. So why should you have values? Why do you think you should have values?
If you don't have value, you fall for anything.
You fall for anything. And it centers you. It's a yardstick. Every day we hear about young people falling into all sorts of traps. And recently I heard statistics that scared me, that every 40 seconds somebody kills themselves in this world. And I couldn't understand it. Why? And a large percentage are young people. And this leads us to the issue of ethics. Ethics are a system of accepted beliefs and principles of conduct based on moral imperatives that govern the behavior of individuals.
For ethical culture, you have to determine what your values are and to what extent those values are regarded. Ethics shapes your decision making, it shapes the way you live your life. And so why is ethics so important? It's just like we talked about values. It defines boundaries that curb the excesses of human nature. It cultivates a sense of accountability, and it ensures that we don't inflict harm on others. So it's not just about what you do for yourself, it's what you do with others. Now, how do you become a person of integrity? There are lots of issues around this. First, you have to determine that you're going to become dependable at all times, whether people are looking or not. You have to make that decision. You have to commit to living a life of integrity, even when you don't think people are noticing. Now, it's tough. In your industry, it's very, very tough. Can you tell me some examples of why it's tough in your industry to have integrity?
Because sometimes you'll be required to do certain things that goes contrary to your integrity. Example, I'll use myself as an example. I had a situation where somebody wanted to do something with me before I can get signed to a record label, and it was going contrary to my integrity, so I backed out.
Okay. What other ethical dilemmas do you face in your industry?
Being asked to sleep with certain people for, for them to be able to push their career forward and stuff like that. But those people don't really care about your career. They just, they have the opportunity in the platforms and they just want to do.
Right. So they just want to use you.
Yeah.
And they demand this before you move up. What about the whole concept of plagiarism in your industry? Have you ever heard of the term plagiarism? Copy and paste. You've heard of some people who say, I'm a songwriter, director, producer. It was my song, right? And then you find out that it wasn't their song, that it was someone else's song. Have you ever heard about that in your industry? It's a very serious thing, plagiarism, copying somebody else's work and saying it's yours. So there's so many examples. And so for you as a person, you have to determine that you're going to have integrity, that you're going to have a moral compass, you're going to stand for righteousness, you're going to stand for holiness. How do you do it? I would say the first tip is to have an accountability partner, someone who can hold you accountable. You have to lay a foundation for your life, determining your values and determining what you're willing to do and not, what you're willing to compromise upon and what you're not willing to stand for. Now, what are some signs that someone is a person of integrity? They're open to feedback. They accept personal responsibility. They take responsibility for their actions. They balance their needs with the needs of others. They seek advice. They are respectful of views that are different from their others. They keep agreements. And they know the difference between humor and hostility. All right, so personal reflections. And then I'll round up. How do you model the moral ethics you want to see in Nigeria? Modeling yourself. I'm sure you've heard the song "Man in the Mirror" before. Yeah. So before you can change anyone, you have to change yourself. And then after changing yourself, you have to try and change your society. And it's really important that you think through all of those things. Okay, so any questions? Yes.
Say, can you expatiate on, one, being open to feedback?
Provided it's constructive, right? You can also have destructive feedback, but constructive feedback, being open to it, listening first, and then testing it, right? Testing it with your spirit and also with your own understanding of the situation, and then being able to say, I can change. No one is above correction. And so as that feedback is being able to say, I've learned, I've absorbed, I'm going to correct the errors that I've made, or deficiencies in my personality, or my shortcomings. I'm going to work at it. I need help. So that's what it means. Okay? Any other questions?
You can get this mirror in the talk about being an artist right now, and someone comes to you and tell you that, okay, I want you to get your show, and I'm going. You normally charge 500,000 naira, and you're going to write like 2 million naira. This is my portion because it has happened to me before, and I actually fell for it. So in that case, that kind of compromising state, what am I supposed to do to really work on my integrity because I want to be a better person? Yeah.
But you have to commit to say, I'm going to be an entertainer who is known for integrity. So if companies are coming to me, my manager is going to tell them, this is our fee. And it's going to be documented and invoiced. We're not going to change our invoicing, right? And if they want to do anything else, let them do it, but this is our fee. And gradually, your value will go up, and then one day you'll be charging that 4 million all by yourself, and you'll be getting it, right? But you are clear that you're not going to compromise. You're not a slave to anybody. The only person you answer to is God, and maybe your parents who brought you into the world, right? But at certain points, if your parents are telling you to do something unethical, you also have to tell them, this is where I stand. We're trying to also raise your awareness so that you build this moral compass and fiber early in your life, and as you move up, you will not regret it. It was a pleasure seeing all of you. We'll drop off some materials from Leaf Africa so you can learn more. Go out there and make us proud.
Project Fame! What a feeling! Project Fame! Project Fame! Can you see the lights flash? Can you hear the crowd roar? They're calling your name. They're feeling your game. This is your moment. So stand up and shine. This is your moment. Oh yeah. Project Fame. This is your moment. This is your time. Take that chance. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. What a feeling.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so we're going to finish or continue for where we left off yesterday. And most importantly, I'm going to start with Clement because it's peculiar, kind of. We're trying to create a routine that is really, really around your space. Something that you're not moving around much with, but it's exciting and interesting enough. Okay, something that's interesting enough for you to look like you're also well coordinated. Just put it that way. Challenge you a little bit more. Give you something. So we're going to start off with him, and we'll go on to every other person we are not able to touch yesterday. That is Christian, Daniela. Who else have we done? Jeffrey and Emeka. Okay, so we're going to touch. So let me start with Clement. Then every other person, you. Chill. I'll be back with you. So, Clement, I want to take a seat there. I'm trying to create your movement. The once I get it to a point, then you come and practice it. Okay? So we're going 5, 6, 7, go. You dey do me, why yo, oh, oh, go. In a na na down, up, down, upside and turn. Down, upside and turn. 5. You dey do me, why yo, oh, oh. In a na down, upside and top. That's it again. Na na. So you are. Come. Do that. 5. You dey do me, why yo, oh, oh. In a na money, oh, 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 oh. Na. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna create movement that just connects to what's going on at the back. You need to help me sing the song though. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go.
She dey do me why oh. She just ate my mommy oh. Oh, gonna me tell my mommy oh. She dey kill me so. She dey do me like antenna. She just controlling my pulse. She dey do me like antenna. I don't get description no more. She dey do me like antenna. She just my mind go color. She dey do me like antenna. And every day she's breaking my mind oh. My mind oh. She want chop my pee. The one look like square.
So going 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? It's going 2, 3, 4, and ha. You understand? Then you're pushing it to the side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and ha. 2, 3, 4. Okay? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ha. Everybody, let's go. That's it. Do you get it? Something like that. Okay, guys, come back on stage. Come back on stage. Well done today. Well done. Ah, yeah, I know. What are you feeling like? Okay, so Christian, you now understand what you should be doing. Okay, yes, it is very, very intricate. What I mean by intricate is just so many things going on in this performance.
Yes.
Now you're trying to entertain with the performance. Do not act like you know what is going on around you. But you are aware because the way you are controlling things, they're like, But he's the one still in the act.
Yeah.
But it's so much with us. You're so much with the audience as much as you are on stage. So the stage should be like, this is my home. See, I know what is going on here, but you see over there, I need you guys to feel me. That's what you're doing. Okay. Do you understand? So we're going to touch base on that. Okay. Clement, remember the routine I gave you? Remember. There's a lot going on. Okay? Daniela and Jeffrey, I couldn't touch you guys today. Yet again, we shall see again. I know you're waiting patiently. Precious. So guys, have a good one. A great one. Tomalo.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Project Fame. What a feeling.